I told people the stories of when I got in a when I was lost in life making dumb decisions, got in a car accident. That's 100% my fault.
Yeah.
Broke my neck, collapsed lung. Like I told it. When I fired my job, I told everybody I fired my job in real time. They seem to come up. People asking me why am I showing this stuff? Loved ones, why are you showing this? Significant others, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like but they all saw it. Whereas people they out here going through their struggles and their day 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5s, their month 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5s, and looking at social media and comparing people's year 10, 11, and 12,
Mm-hmm.
and looking at their highlight reel, which actually may not just be a highlight reel no more. A lot of that stuff, they figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not showing your struggles. You're not sharing the because you may not be hitting no peaks. You're not showing none of the just straight valleys that you hitting.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't want nobody to look at you funny on social media, not realizing that is what's going to make the people tap in with you.
Right.
Because there's a whole lot more people that haven't figured it out and they're struggling than successful people. There's a whole bunch more unsuccessful people. And they're going to have a familiarity with the person that's showing their struggle and their process in real time. Oh, who's this? Let me see what he's talking about. I don't really, man, the dude with the Lambo and the big chain looking like a rapper, he ain't really, I don't really connect. I don't really know, bro.
Yeah.
Or our community, I don't know, man. He's probably a scammer. I'm gonna listen to this dude that's right here just talking about what he's doing day to day in his dining room, standing in front of a whiteboard.
Yo, what up? Right now I'm out ATVing in the rainforest with a group of high-level entrepreneurs. I'm a 7-figure entrepreneur. My mentor, Nehemiah Davis, 8-figure entrepreneur.
Listen to me, y'all. And I don't even want to put him in a box. I know you teach 99 ways how to get into real estate, how to use OPM, but this man's going to teach y'all just entrepreneurship, period. How to get in the game, stay in the game, and get that 6 and 7 figures, man. This man constantly investing in himself, putting himself in rooms. This is why he's on that next level. This is why he's been making this type of impact for so many years. But now that man coming out and helping y'all do it. So when Blake said, yo, I'm about to go crazy, I said, I'm looking at it. So listen, if y'all interested, getting your money right, getting your time back, and be able to scale and grow your businesses, AstenCeo, Blake, I'm telling y'all, don't look nowhere else. When you told me the 99 ways, though, peep this. I never heard nobody say 99 ways.
Right.
I heard about 1,
you heard a couple.
2, 3, 4, 5 max. 99? Yeah, okay. Y'all
crazy,
tripping,
y'all.
But I really don't. 99 ways? It's impossible to fail.
Most important thing y'all can do is get in the room.
But Birdman, he could come in and get a 90-10 split with the deal with the Birdman could come in and get a 90-10 split with the record label because he ain't need their money up front. Because I heard him saying like what they offered him originally, it didn't make any sense because he was making more than that in the streets. So he's like, I don't need that. I don't need the record deal.
Yeah.
He's like, he's making money in the streets and they selling this many records independently already.
Yeah, getting to it.
Yeah, so then it's like when they gave it to him, they ain't think that they was gonna be Cash Money was gonna be what it turned into.
Yeah.
And have the best run all time.
Yeah. And low key, is it still considered like, is the run still technically going because of the relationships?
Yeah. I count it.
Like
I count it.
Yeah, like Drake, Nicki, and Wayne are still monsters.
If Hove can sit here and claim all these billionaires,
Oh yeah,
why can't Birdman?
For sure. Let's say he made them $2 billion.
Hove claiming Braun. You saying Baby can't claim Wayne, Nicki, and Drake? Hove said Braun. Braun's a billionaire. Yeah, that's me. He comes from the tree.
Nah, that's real.
But move this camera a little bit. But yeah, man, that's the longest run ever. And as far as just, I don't know music business like that outside of being a fan, but I'm willing to bet, I'm pretty sure. And I was watching some other interview. Who was it? I can't remember who it was, but it's like somebody, like in music, like somebody, like
Baby's Braun or something.
Nah, like a somebody, like an artist, like that everybody would know.
Mm-hmm.
Like Baby's ran laps around everybody as far as the music industry. Like everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody mentions him with like the moguls and stuff. He's made far more money than anybody in music.
Right.
Like he's like number one. Like it ain't even close.
Like, not even close. I wonder if it's because it is just, well, I ain't gonna say just, but been mainly music with him.
But I'm just saying, but when we talk about the hip hop moguls, he's never mentioned. And he's made more in the music than all of them. But we talk about Diddy, we talk about Hove, we talk about shit. Somebody will bring up Ross before they talk about Birdman.
And I'm pretty sure there's some people out there who will be like, bro, so you trying to tell me Birdman got more money than Ross? Like, get out of here. Like, yes, bro. What are you talking about? Some people would really argue that.
Yes.
They see the promised land.
But I think it's because, for one, how you said, yeah, we don't know what he does outside of music, but like, why would you need to go outside of music when he got what he got for so long with a 90-10 split? And it's because of what he looks like.
Oh, the 5-star tattoo?
Yeah. Hey, man, Baby got tats all on his face, tats on his head.
Yeah.
He got a body sleeve. You know what I'm saying? He got the grill in his mouth. Permanent.
Yeah.
Grills in his mouth. He's shining all the time.
That's
versus a Diddy. Yeah, Diddy shine, but Diddy gonna throw on them suits when it's time to throw on them suits.
Mm-hmm.
Hove had a whole era of, everybody like freeform dread, wearing t-shirts and sneakers. Hove no, there was a time Hove was throwing on them suits and buttoning up and looking the part. Same with all of them. Birdman just
leather outfit and lugs.
Birdman just he's shining with Tony Braxton. I don't know if they still together or not, but and even that, even as far as like the baddest chick in the game wearing my chain, like he don't even get credit for that.
Yeah. Now I don't think they're together because I think that was a year or so ago. Tony was saying she about to go into her hoe phase or something like that. I think that was last year.
Well, shout out to her for being that old and deciding to do that, but
because she hadn't done it, like, so she was like, she got it.
But I'm saying, but everybody else though, they get the we applaud them when they get what in our culture we aspire is like he got the one.
Mm-hmm.
Hove and B, everybody's hey man, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Hove flex different in his bars just off of that. When Swiss got Alicia, everybody was, what? Hey man.
Yeah, he been za 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 za.
Yeah, it's like when ASAP got Rihanna. It's like, or whoever our legends are. When Bobby
Diddy.
got
Diddy had J-Lo.
Whitney, when Diddy had J-Lo, when Bobby had Whitney, it was like Bobby got Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Birdman get Tony Braxton. Don't nobody say nothing.
Hey, but hold on. But look though, I'm gonna tell you why. Because even when you said it, you ain't even.
No, I said it. I said it for the message. This is something and this is a lesson in sales too. You gotta know how to tell stories because stories sell.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel as if I'm a good storyteller.
Yeah, no, I give you that. If you had a profile on LinkedIn, I'll definitely give you a badge for storytelling.
Yeah, so if I would have been like, and Birdman got like it wasn't the message wasn't that got conveyed versus I'm painting the picture of this man's not appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
Then you deliver the what's the word I'm looking for? You deliver the punchline.
Mm-hmm.
It gotta be like underwhelming, like.
Yeah.
And that's something I saw too with I was listening to Simba. For y'all don't know Simba, go listen to him. Shout out to Simba. His album just came out. It's called Results Take Time. Results Take Time by Simba. My favorite rapper, my favorite album. I was listening to an interview and Simba was talking about when he was in the studio with Dr. Dre. He was like, that's one of the things Dre taught him was to put a certain emphasis on certain words that he's spitting.
Mm-hmm.
So the story delivers differently.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like, I don't know the bars off the top of my head because the album just came out, but there's one song where he's basically saying he gets out the bed and he stumps his toe. So it's like, I get out the bed and I stump my toe. Versus I get out the bed and I stump my toe. Like you can, so you can hear him stumping his toe.
Mm-hmm.
And when he said that, even though I don't listen to Eminem now, I love the Marshall Mathers LPs in high regard to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's one of the reasons why I don't want to listen to no Eminem, just so I can hold that like close to me.
Yeah.
Right. But when I heard him say that about Dr. Dre, that made me think of how I know of Eminem to deliver. He would put emphasis on certain words and certain songs that he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, that must have been what Dre told M back in the day too.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I remember I was a kid and I was like, dang, certain curse words would be like instead of like, yeah, bitch, it'd be like, bitch. Like it was an emphasis on certain curse words where he shouldn't be calling this person the curse word or derogatory word. And then in certain actions he was doing. Because I know everybody thinks Eminem just didn't rap about nothing, but some of the album cuts will be having some meaning.
Oh yeah, for sure.
On them joints.
He got I'm not gonna say like the most broad range, but he got one of the most broadest ranges of just like tapping on both ends of the spectrum. Cause he'll give you some crazy something like that real strip of the bam and the bam and this and the gam and this, and then he'll go and give you a I am or something like that. So,
but Slim Shady, I mean not Slim Shady. Only real Eminem I know is Marshall Mathers LP. That one got some cuts on there. Like it got I am, whatever you say, it got that. It got is I'm Sorry Mama on there?
I think so, yeah.
It got
Cause that was the album. I'm trying to like paint like a mental
Where
and
he's
emotional
outside of
picture.
the little house.
Yeah, but I'm saying that was the album after he blew up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why. Like I feel like that's probably his like transition album of like dealing with, you know what I mean? Dealing with all the stuff for the first time, all the
Marshall
fandom.
Mathers LP got. Now we just talking about the joints where he's like talking about something and the song got a message versus just rapping about just the dumb stuff and just making words
Yeah.
rhyme. He got Stan, got
Mm.
the way I am,
Mm.
uh uh Marshall Mathers, which is kind of, but he talking about some stuff in there because it starts off so stupid. But he says, you might see me walking, you might see me jogging, you might see me walking a dead Rottweiler dog with his head chopped off in the park with a
Oh
spiked
yeah, that
collar,
is
hollering at him because the
yeah.
son of a won't quit barking.
That is that.
But the whole message of the song is like, hey man, I'm just Marshall Mathers. I'm just a regular guy. I don't know why all the fuss. But he got some stuff on him.
Transition, man. He's going through it. That's what that screams to me. He was going through it, dealing with the newfound fame, fandemonium, all that stuff, and he had to rap about it.
Yeah, who knew got some crazy bars in there, but the message of it is like, who knew that Slim Shady would have been something you would have bought? If you would have been in my shoes, who would have thought?
Mm-hmm. So
But
that's the whole album. Damn, I never even thought about that till just now.
But that's what I be trying to tell people. Not try. That is what I do tell people. The stories, man. The stories is what sells. The stories are why people buy, and nobody wants to tell their stories.
Right.
It's just always buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this. Sign up for this, sign up for this, sign up for that. Join.
Mm-hmm.
But the stories get people to buy in. Stories sell. That's why, like I say, like let's use, like yeah, we need to look at individual people as examples, but so many people that are entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs, they're not looking at the large, huge brands and corporations as examples either. Because Nike, they don't sell products. Nike sells stories.
Yeah.
Growing up, I grew up as a kid in the 90s. Every Michael Jordan commercial, everybody wanted to be like Mike, and it wasn't because you saw him flying all over the TV screen in commercials. A lot of commercials didn't even show the shoes. My favorite Jordan commercial all time, bro. He pull up to the arena. He get out of, I want to say it's a Ferrari or something. He's in a trench coat.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
He's in a trench coat and he's walking. And all it's saying is he's walking in the arena and down the tunnel. And he's just saying, I missed this many shots.
Mm-hmm.
I was given the ball to when the game's on the line this many times and missed. I failed at this, I failed at that, and that's why I succeed. And then the Nike and Jumpman logo come up at the end. Didn't show the shoe one single time.
Mm-hmm.
And even as I got older, it would be he was talking to like a high school team, and it's like, but it's telling the story. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I made it look too easy. Maybe I didn't show you the countless nights in the gym and just cutting the different stuff, or how I got cut from my high school team as a didn't make varsity till when did Jordan start playing varsity? Junior year? Yeah, I won't say junior year.
Yeah.
Maybe it's my fault, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, or maybe you're just making excuses and they cut Jumpman logo. Like it ain't like, look how great this shoe is, guys.
Right. Foam composite, keep it
buy it. Yeah. It's like the story sells. Serena, she just retired, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every Serena commercial throughout history, if you look at it, it's not just Nike's not just selling whatever is on Serena's body. Any commercial advertising her, it's telling a story. You're gonna see her in Compton as a little kid with the beads, or training with her pops and her sister. Then it's gonna show to her first pro stuff, the first Wimbledon, or this or that, to mogul, greatest of all time, uh, sex and fashion, sex symbol, fashion icon. Like it ain't
Yeah.
just
I
oh
feel like
look at her hit the ball.
I feel like if I had like a Nike rep in the room, I would be like, does y'all through line with her determination? Cause it feel like like every time I watch a commercial, it's like her going "Grr," or like telling, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like she
But
made it through
but
this
it's
or
telling
da da da.
it's telling to come up first, and then you
Exactly.
see the end be the
Exactly.
any Tiger Woods stuff. They ain't just selling golf clubs and red shirts and black hats with TW in the middle. They showing him training with his pops when he was little
Mm-hmm.
and all that stuff. And then you see the pause because that could look crazy.
I know. I started to do like I had a joke for it, but I was like, nah, we kind of rolling right now. I ain't want to.
I'm gonna pause it. But the stories sell. So it's like, say me for instance, like when people started to gravitate to my story once I started to tell people I'm no different than you. This is my story. I was working a dead end job that I hated, overworked, 60 plus hours a week. Worst week it ever got was 70 plus hours. So before that, I was telling people I was outside. I used to clean parking lots at night. I was a glorified trash man. Told people about how I'm getting the trash cans out one day in front of a strip mall, or one night in front of a strip mall. How one of the bags was leaking. How trash can juice got on my face.
Bro.
I'm saying I was telling people the story about how when I was working my 9 to 5, I would literally get sick to my stomach to the point where I would have to wake up an hour earlier for work just so I could have an extra hour to brush my teeth because I would feel like I was going to vomit when the toothbrush was in my mouth. I talked about when I was cleaning the parking lot, saving $1,200 and driving across. Like people slept on my best friend's floor, $1,200 to my name. Like that resonated with people.
You think it's time to bring it back? Because you got a bunch of new people that may not know it all the way through and through. You know what I'm saying?
But I still say it time to time, or if I'm on a live, like people tap in. I tell it if I'm on a live or training or whatever, but it's like people know. Some people know I told people the stories of when I got in when I was lost in like making dumb decisions, got in a car accident that's 100% my fault.
Yeah.
Broke my neck, collapsed lung. Like I told it. When I fired my job, I told everybody I fired my job in real time. They seem to come up. People asking me, why am I showing this stuff? Loved ones, why are you showing this? Significant others, what are you doing? Yeah. Like but they all saw it. Whereas people, they out here going through their struggles and their day 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5s, their month 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5s, and looking at social media and comparing people's year 10, 11, and 12, and looking at their highlight reel, which actually may not just be a highlight reel no more. A lot of that stuff, they figured it out. But you're not showing your struggles. You're not sharing the because you may not be hitting no peaks. You're not showing none of the just straight valleys that you hitting. Because you don't want nobody to look at you funny on social media, not realizing that is what's going to make the people tap in with you.
Right.
Because there's
resonate.
Because there's a whole lot more people that haven't figured it out and they're struggling than successful people. There's a whole bunch more unsuccessful people. And they're going to have a familiarity with the person that's showing their struggle and their process in real time. Oh, who's this? Let me see what he's talking about. I don't really, man, the dude with the Lambo and the the big chain looking like a rapper, he ain't really. I don't really connect. I don't really know, bro.
Yeah.
Or our community. I don't know, man. He probably a scammer. I'm gonna listen to this dude that's right here, just talking about what he's doing day to day
Mm-hmm.
in his dining room, standing in front of a whiteboard.
Yeah. And I got this idea too of like people feeling like if they see somebody who get into it, well, I ain't gonna say just get into it, but see somebody who they may see like, oh, they figured it out. They don't need my help. They don't need my support. Versus the person on the opposite side that like, oh, I rock with them. Like, let me help them, build whatever they want to build, or let me be a part of their journey. You know what I'm saying?
Now, psychologically, most people they'll help the person that looks like they figured it out over the person that doesn't look like they made it. That's not how people think.
Really?
Yeah, I know I can make a lot more money if I just flash some stuff. A lot more. Because for one, people want to be the person that looks
Right.
like they got
Right.
it. We got experience with marketing stuff. I've dud. I'm showing regular stuff, regular old beat up car, but I'm making money. They ain't want to see it. If you making money, why you don't go get a car? Because I'm investing into my business. People didn't understand that at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Versus if I didn't show none of that and I just showed the money, show some cribs, show that, people, oh, what's up?
Right. They'll spin with you.
And also psychologically, the person that looks like they don't need it from you, you'll be more willing to buy something from them because you don't think they need your money.
Oh, cause the idea is you don't need my money, so I trust you a little bit more. Is that what you kind of like getting to? Yeah.
If you look like you need my money, you need this sale. I don't really believe you. You look like you don't need my money. I buy your product because it looked like you don't need it.
Right. So it's more
So
like
I get
authentic.
something from this versus, oh, this person that looks like they need my money.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe him. Why he need my money?
Yeah. Cause it's like he needs it, so he'll do whatever for this sale. He'll say whatever for this sale. He don't have my best interest in mind.
And most people that haven't got it, because I had this mentality before, after, during, whatever. I've had this mentality just because I started studying sales and stuff. So I go on sales calls, appointments, whatever, and I really got the attitude that I don't need to sell, even in times where I needed it. Like it's like my livelihood's on this. I'm acting like I don't because you're more willing to do business with me.
Mm-hmm.
Most people that's in that stage of figuring it out, or in those beginning stages of that starting block, they're not moving with that attitude. They thirsty.
Mm-hmm.
And that thirst comes across. And that's why a lot of people aren't doing business with the people, because it's like, I need this, and you're acting like you need it.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes in anything, bro. Think how the girl treats you when you super thirsty versus as soon as you start acting like you don't care. Yeah, it's like some elementary boy meets girl type stuff. It's the same. So that's why I'm like, a lot of this business stuff and a lot of this money stuff, it's simple. People just overcomplicate it.
Mm-hmm.
You've been sitting here sweating this girl. You've been sitting here sweating this girl 3 years. As soon as you be like, oh, whatever, you start showing some other people some interest, or she see that other people like, then it turns into, what's wrong with him? What's up with?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they be wearing that with like a sense of pride too, like cause I be seeing chicks post about that. Like, I'm pretty sure you have too, where it be like the dude sending the good morning text, "Hey beautiful, blah blah blah," and she just like roll her eyes, and then the dude who talking crazy, get that love, get that attention.
Yeah, it's cute when you're young, but a lot of these women is in different age brackets now. It ain't cute no more. They looking at stuff differently. I'm hearing them. I'm seeing them post stuff differently, and I'm hearing them tell me stuff differently.
Yeah.
And then by the time they get in that mentality, old buddy, old good guy there, he's leveled up, and you're not even in his. You're not even in his. You don't. At first, she was way out of his range. By the time she gets to that point where it's like, man, I don't want that dude that treats me like shit and that's not sweating me. I want the dude to sweat me. I want the dude to show his affection and how much he cares for me and express it verbally and physically and openly and all that stuff. Then it turns into he's not even in her league no more.
Mm-hmm.
Now, she can't get him now.
Yeah.
Nah, you should have wanted Buddy back then. Buddy making money. Buddy ain't got no kids.
Yeah, buddy.
By that time, and I'm not talking about all women because I don't want women to think I'm just out here talking about all women. I'm talking about a very specific type of person right now. If this ain't you, if it don't apply, let it fly. But this individual, just off of this example that we use, and they may be at a certain age, they may have a kid, they may have 2 kids. They can't go and get that guy no more.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they do, they have to be, and I know it's vain, but shit, this is the world, and this is how men are. They have to look absolutely incredible.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like a chick get 35, 36, 37, 40. And you want these dudes that you ignored back then. Dude might have been a nerd now. Dude may run an 8-figure software company now.
Yeah, you could have been the A1 since day one.
Yeah. And vice versa. This ain't just and it goes the other way around too. Because a lot of these chicks, dudes might have thought, because a lot of the girls that be bad, when they like 24, people used to think they was ducks in high school.
Yeah.
Most of the bad chicks, nobody was checking for them when they was in high school. Then it's like they get around the age of 20, 22, 23, 25, 26.
Mm-hmm.
Then they be all them coldest ones walking around.
Yeah, they be.
That's like a 75% chance nobody was checking for them back when they was younger. And the shoe be flipped then too. Now they not in this guy's breaking no more, because when they won him, you thought they was a duck.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want ladies chill. I know it go both ways. It's just different scenarios. Don't think that I'm in no manaverse. This is not a manaverse, manosphere, whatever they call that shit.
Yeah,
podcast.
Yeah.
This ain't one of them, because I think most of them joints corny as hell.
Yeah, I saw a clip. Maybe like a day or two ago from the Fresh and Fit joint where one of the dudes was getting into it with Fetty Wap baby mama.
We ain't gonna talk bad about Fresh and Fit because I might be on there one day.
Nah, I ain't talking bad. I was just like, man, like I couldn't fathom having that type of conversation with a chick.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm familiar with that show. This is what I will say about them. I couldn't imagine creating a platform off of that. I get it, but I couldn't have those same conversations with those same types of people over and over and over and over again. Mm-hmm. I would be like, fuck. I'm not just talking about the women that they have on there, just people that they have on their show.
Man.
it's like that's why I was like the manosphere stuff. It just ain't for me. I get it, but even God rest the dead, Kevin Samuels, when he first like hit in the pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
I was tuned in, but then it got redundant. I was like, dang, you having this? I couldn't have this conversation with people over and over and over and over and over again. But you could tell somebody like Kevin Samuels, you could tell he was passionate about what he was like. He had a bigger message that a lot of people didn't hear off of how he delivered it. They were listening more so to the how it sounds versus what he said.
Right.
But I don't want women. Don't think this ain't that. We here to talk about. I talk about entrepreneurship, how to get some bread, marketing tactics, digital products, real estate, here and there. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes we veer left and right and up and down. But nah, it ain't that because I don't get how dudes are just and I just think it's corny just to argue with women. I think it's corny to argue with people, period. But I ain't about to sit there. I ain't about to sit there and hit record and argue with a woman. Like, come on, man.
That's right. That's why I'm saying. And that's all I'm gonna say. That's what I'm saying, and that's all I'm gonna say.
I can't do it, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Nah, that was corny. But off of the storytelling and the branding though, people need to tell their story. Because something that I see, and even people that are tapped into my message, that they're interpreting certain stuff that I say the wrong way. So I always say, ain't nothing wrong with copying as long as you copying the right cat.
Mm-hmm.
If you see something that's working, copy it. Some people take that like all the way literally and copy everything. Like, no, like see what they're doing.
Yeah.
And put your twist on what they're doing and make it yours.
Yeah.
Somebody else, they'll just go, because a lot of this content out here is just somebody else's regurgitated content.
Mm-hmm.
And then people sit there and they wonder why they're not getting any traction, or why they're not building any following, or why their brand's not increasing, or why their social income, impact, and influence ain't increasing. It's because you're doing a bad job interpreting somebody else. Instead of taking the example that somebody set for you, using their blueprint and adding you to it, then it's you. Versus, oh, I see what he's doing, I'm gonna do the same exact thing. It ain't gonna hit because you're a bad imitation.
Yeah.
Kobe can still be Kobe when he saw Jordan, because he wasn't Jordan. Everybody can try to say, oh man, he did everything. Like, nah, Kobe was way more skilled than Jordan.
Yeah.
He took elements and this is what's working. This is what the most, at the time, most dominant, greatest basketball player ever. This is how he did it, playing this way. Bet. But I'm gonna have a better handle. I'm gonna have a better deep ball.
Yeah. He that's why I tell people that too. I be like, man, Kobe my favorite. Kobe is the best. But I still be like, man, but MJ the GOAT.
And there's difference between best and greatest.
Exactly. But a lot of people don't be understanding that. And then that's where my frustration be coming in with in these debates I be having with people, because they don't know the difference.
Bro, there's a big difference between best and greatest. Like, I think, and a lot of times when we say best, or when I say best, I'm saying skilled.
Yeah, right.
So Kobe's more skilled than Jordan, but I'm not saying that he's a greater basketball player than Jordan.
Right.
I think Kyrie is more skilled than
90% of everybody who ever played basketball in life.
but I'm not gonna say that he's greater than Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, you had me hanging on the edge of my seat. I ain't know where you was gonna take it. And
I was about to say Iverson.
I wanted to react, but I was like, I get it.
I was about to say Iverson. But that's a personal thing. Everybody don't look at AI like I look at AI.
Yeah.
But Kobe was like, thank God that he wasn't 6'4", 6'5", because he would be the greatest of all time. That's what Kobe said.
Yeah.
I remember because my era watching basketball, there was a time where it was like known. It was a Kobe Iverson debate.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was who the best.
Mm-hmm.
That's the argument. How they say Bron and Steph right now.
Mm-hmm.
It was Kobe and Iverson. But I'll be like, do people just forget that? Like I remember that.
Of course, because it was short lived.
And it was like who's the best? Kobe and Iverson. Shaq wasn't in the debate because it was like ain't nobody ever gonna say no big man the best basketball player on the planet.
And especially Shaq, because Shaq was just brute force.
Yeah, but it was like the best basketball player on the planet was with the most dominant on the planet, and then it was like Iverson. It was like, oh no. But he don't get his credit. But with the branding and the stories though, like people are seeing other people's stories and imitating that instead of telling their stories. Or people are seeing other people's content and imitating that instead of making their own content. Not imitating, because you can copy, like really copying to the T. Yeah. People are seeing other people's brands and copying that to the T. Prime example, bro. Shout out to J.O. and Neo. I got on their brand right now, New Age CEO. Rapper, athlete, entrepreneur. Yeah. Somebody will sit, and I've seen so many other people that I have shirts with 3 things, 2 of them crossed out, and say something else. That's not what I mean by copying other people. Yeah, ain't no wrong with copying if you copying the right cat, but you need to see what somebody else is doing, see their blueprint, see how they're moving, and use that blueprint and add you to it. You don't just take something like, you don't just take this, oh, I see they got that shirt. I'm gonna do the, all right, cool. So my thing is, what's a business? My thing is Airbnb. So I'm gonna put house, cross out, apartment, cross out, Airbnb. Like, nah, that ain't it, bro. That's not what I mean by that. But a lot of people that's what a lot of people are doing.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. Nah, they need to, like my supervisor at Kinder Morgan used to say, they need to look at it from a high level. Because when you just look at it from a high level, you can't see all the details. If you look high enough, you won't be able to see that 2 out of the 3 are crossed out. You'll just be able to see that they got their own merch, their own line. You know what I'm saying? And that's the blueprint.
And the other thing about people's brands, and I was thinking about, starting to wear my own merch. Not even to sell, just to rock my own stuff, right? But I'm saying brand as far as like a lot of people, they don't even, when they think of brand, they're really just thinking of like a physical, tangible product, like a Nike or, stuff like that, like clothing brands. Not realizing that they themselves are brands. Everybody need to go read the book, The 22 Immutable Laws of Branding. You can move as a brand. It's something I learned from Nipsey too. You can move it. there's not any rules to being an entrepreneur. Nipsey said there's not any rules to being a rapper. You can go a lot of ways, but there's rules to being a brand. And if you follow the rules of branding, you can build a power brand. And I heard about the book 22 Immutable Laws of Marketing from him. There's what same applies to entrepreneur. There's not any rules to being an entrepreneur. You can go a lot of ways with it. But if you building a brand and you study how brands are, there's a clear pathway to move. And you won't get sidetracked or when bumps in the road come, because you can see the path of the brand and where it's going versus just moving. So I'm like, a lot of people out here, they claim they have brands, whether it be a personal brand, a business brand, a physical product brand, a service brand, whatever, and they not even rep everybody else's brand more than they rep their own.
Hey, right now, I'm riding horseback in the rainforest with a group of high-level entrepreneurs, all 6, 7, and 8-figure earners. The thing is that while we're here enjoying our life, we're all generating income right now because we know how to monetize our IP, our intellectual property. The problem is that you either have a gift and you don't know how to monetize it, or you don't know what your gift is. I want to help you tap into that gift to where you can make income while you're just living your life, enjoying the fruits of your labor, and making income literally 24/7. Go ahead and tap in and join me at the top. It's crowded at the top.
So Simba, like I said earlier on the pod, shout out to Simba. His album just came out. His first song, which is my favorite song out right now, it's called Overnight. I can't think of the lyric off the top of my head. Let me bring it up real quick. Simba said, today a rapper approached me and asked me to buy a shirt. He was head to toe in Dior. Why the fuck would I want your merch? Today, the same exact thing happened to me. Dude in my DMs, hey big bro, can you support my merch? I go look at his page. I don't see him wearing his merch in one post. Why would I want to buy it?
Right.
He's in Dior. He's in Louis. He got what's the belts with the circles? Is it Ferragamo?
With the circles.
He got Ferragamo. Ferragamo. He got he's wearing all types of designer, but he's not wearing his brand at all. But he's in people's DMs saying, hey, can you support my brand? Can you buy my merch? Like, you're not even wearing your merch. Why would I want to buy it?
Yeah.
That's like somebody saying how most struggling entrepreneurs or most beginning entrepreneurs, that's where they're messing up at. They sitting there saying that they got a business, or they got a brand, or they got a product, that they got a service, and they ain't even posting about it. But then you go tell somebody, and then they go look at your page, and it ain't nothing on there. Oh, this my personal page. Here's my business page, which is stupid. But then you go over to the business page and ain't no posts on there neither. They ain't posted in 2 months.
Yeah.
You don't even care about it. Why would I spend my money with it?
Yeah. That makes 0 sense. 0.
But I heard that Simba say that. I was like, that's so true.
Imagine Phil Knight like, hey man, hey Magic, hey, come with us, come over tonight, kid. And he ain't got no Nike.
He ain't got no Nikes on.
He got some what is PF Flyers? What them joints called?
Like, it's like Phil Knight come up to Michael Jordan back in the day. He ain't wearing no Nike. Hey Mike, I think Nike gonna be a great brand for you. He got on Adidas,
Converse All Stars,
Gucci. Like, come on, man. People got to rep the brand. But I heard Simba say that. I was like, man. And the placement, how I said, like, storytelling. The placement of that bar, it's the last words he says on the song. So you know, you with your music, with your musical background and song creation, you know, like he placed that there at the end.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's that's definitely on purpose.
Yeah. Today a rapper approached me and asked me to buy a shirt. He was head to toe in Dior. Why the fuck would I want your merch? I heard 50 tell a story about when Gina was popping back in the day. He had the Reebok deal.
Oh yeah. I know you're talking about.
And he said he walked into a meeting with G Unit. He said ain't not one of them have on the shoes. Yeah. He said y'all ain't getting money for this no more. Like right there that day, he said nobody else got that. They all had on designer shoes. But they was all getting 250 to 500,000 just to wear the G Unit sneakers. None of them had them on. Yeah. And he was like, all right, y'all done. Yeah, and some of them were salty about it.
Cause they ain't got the vision. They're not the visionaries.
But 50 was saying how and I love 50 too, because even though a lot of people don't like 50, people that he's had good relationships with in the past don't like 50. From the outside looking in, because I don't know the details of stuff. But to me, it always looks like 50 does the most to put people on. And then those people that he puts in position get a sense of entitlement and think they're supposed to be in a better position. Whereas 50's like, I put you here, go do it.
Right.
And then it turns into some bad stuff, and then everything go bad. And then 50's like, he's very strategic, and it's very easy for him to cut ties. And then he just be like, all right, go ahead. Yeah. Good luck. Watch how hard this is when you don't have all this opportunity I gave you. Everybody, bro. Because when 50 first came out, and it's another thing I do with music. I like to listen to people's first albums, and I listen to either their first word or their first line. Like, how did this person choose to open up their very first album? It's what you've been waiting your whole life to say to the world. How did you choose to open it? Yeah. You know what 50's first word is on Get Rich or Die Trying?
Some involving the F word.
G-Unit.
Book. Oh yeah, we in here.
We here. Book. Yeah. His very first word on his first album was putting on the team. Yeah. G-Unit. Book. We here. Book. We can get the drums done. Book. Then he goes and sells the most records ever in history. Most people will come back, double back for the second one quick. He said, no, we putting out the G-Unit Beg for Mercy compilation album. So they had all that momentum off of his first album. Everybody else, they putting out 2, 3, 4 albums before they get to the compilation or start introducing other people. 50's like, nah, I just went diamond. Oh, we want the second one. No. G-Unit album. Yeah. Then his second album, The Massacre. Then they see Dr. Dre from the West Coast. So like I said, I don't know, this outside looking in as a fan, what it looked like to me in the business-wise and stuff. I just put on, even though it's really more Eminem, but it looked like Dre and him. I just put on this dude from New York. We ain't got nothing in Cali. Yo, 50, help out Game. Those hit records for Game's first album was intended for 50's second album. Still putting on the team. Then he put out his second album.
Went diamond again.
But I'm just saying, do you see all this, like, I'm putting y'all in position.
Yeah.
Then he gets the Reebok deal for the G Unit sneaker. Him and Jay-Z had the sneaker deals at the same time. Jay-Z had the S. Carter. 50 had the G Unit sneaker.
Mm-hmm.
How did Jay-Z promote his? He went and put it on athletes like every other sneaker. I don't know if you can remember certain NBA players was wearing them. I remember Jamal Crawford had on the high top joints with the strap.
Mm.
Who did 50 go put them on? G Unit. Then he go in the marketing budget that they gave Jay-Z. Jay-Z put it on athletes. He spent it on athletes.
Mm-hmm.
The marketing budget Reebok gave 50 to get people to wear them. He gave all the money to G Unit. Then he go in a meeting and not one of them's wearing the shoes.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild.
And if you look, everybody outside of Yayo has had problems with 50. I'm like, I could never see myself having an issue.
Closest ties, right?
Because Yayo always played his position.
Mm-hmm.
I could never see myself, somebody put me in a position and then I don't do anything with that position. I could never feel no type of way about that person. You did your job.
Yeah.
There's certain people I could never talk bad about, like, in life.
Yeah.
Ever. But you supposed to carry me along the whole way? Nah, we grown men. Mm-hmm. LeBron, he put his team in position. But it ain't on Bron to make them, because everybody can't just take your whole team. Like they gotta hold some value. Like you can't just come in, oh, put me on, bro. All right, cool. What do you do?
Yeah.
That'd be a lot of dudes. Hey, bro, put me on. People hit me up. People, personal friends, family members, stuff. I hit them all back the same. Initially, I used to hit them all back the same. Bro, put me on. Cool. What you do? Mm-hmm. What you mean?
Strike one. Swing and a miss.
What do you do? You saying put you on, or you saying, bro, let's get this money. Let's get to the bag. Let's get to it, bro. What do you do? What you mean, bro? I thought you could put me on. Yeah, let me know what you do so I can put you on. Mm-hmm. Then it turned into, but he helping him because he do something.
Right.
You still ain't told me what you do.
Boys thought it was just about just showing up to the meeting.
Yeah, what do you do?
I show up, bro.
Yeah, my boy make cold videos. Bet I need videos. Here, bro. You want to do my videos? Let's work something out. Yeah. Let's eat together. My man over here, he's cold at sales. All right, bro, look, hop on these phones, man. Let's make this money. Do these cold calls. You cold at closing. Oh man, I see you eating with some of your friends, bro. But with your boy, man, put me on. Bet. What you do? What I do, man? This nigga, man, he changed.
Yeah.
Man, he don't want to see nobody win. Bro, what do you do?
What do you do?
Bron's team told them what they wanted to do. He said, bet. Mm-hmm. I say, what you want to do? I mean, bro, you can't just put me on. You can't tell me what you do, and you can't tell me what you want to do. Bron's team, they told him what he wanted to do. He said, bet, I'm in this position. Y'all saying y'all want to do this? Y'all serious? Show me. Mav, go take his job at Nike. They gonna give you the job just because they think you the work's friend. Yeah, let's keep LeBron happy. We just gave him $100 million. Yeah, we'll let his friend come work. Mm-hmm. Mav in there learning.
Mm-hmm.
He get out of there, man. Rich Paul, man. I want to be an agent. Bet I'm gonna go over here and learn it. Be an intern over under these people, whatever. Then come out when Brown was in his second, third year or something. He fired his agent, fire everybody. They're like, what? His team been in position. Mad been over here working at Nike. He get out, they make Spring Hill Entertainment. Now all of a sudden they got an entertainment company that's doing Space Jam too.
Right.
It didn't just happen. They get a Mav get a sit down interview with Magic Johnson on Uninterrupted.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think Bron put that in his Laker deal?
Man, I
when he
never
first
thought
came?
about that, but yeah, that's real.
So I be looking at all that stuff. I'm coming, but in this agreement, we gotta have this. We need Magic for my production company's joint. Yeah, all right, Bron, cool.
Easy work.
And he probably already had the Space Jam stuff in tap before they even went over there.
Yeah.
All right, Rich, cool. And he got his boy Randy. Randy said, oh, cool.
Rich killing the game.
Hove, his team played their position and they told him what he want to do. OG Juan, sports, cool. Rock Nation Sports.
What Tata do?
Pepper spray niggas.
And I know
Tata, get the pepper spray.
And I know Bleak was he was, as long as he alive, he a millionaire, but Hov put him on that Duce run.
Bleak was working when Bleak was everywhere. Hey man, we got Duce. Bleak was on every interview, every podcast, radio station. We got the Duce. He on Breakfast Club. Yeah, but we Duce out. We Duce.
He had him on that Duce run. If I do say so myself. I was like, I ain't seen Bleak in 20 years, and now he pop up with his hat backwards talking about Duce.
Yeah, Tata. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Tata does stuff with management with Rock Nation. But even on Hov did. Oh, I even called the song Hov did. God did. Hov talking about the Hov
Don't
talking
you put
about
that evil on me.
Hov talking about the stuff like.
Yeah.
He said Juan so dope to those y'all call kingpins. Then who that make us then? Mm-hmm. Even on some old songs, he was like, what song was that? Whatever it was, he was talking about the champagne bill. He was like, that was Juan's bill. You know what song I'm talking about? It wasn't like an album cut. It was like either
one of them, like B-side
a Lucy.
joints.
No, it was either like a Lucy or a feature. Now I gotta find it, bro. That was Juan's bill.
Probably got too big if we ain't booked that low.
Top off, DJ Khaled.
Oh. Man, I don't like that song.
He said 91,000 for a wine bill. Keep it well with you. That was Juan's bill. My whole team will star. Everybody ball. Something like that.
That video was hard.
But I'm just saying, but people got put in like, because I'm a fan of doing business with friends. I always pay somebody in the circle first. It's like Nip said, all money in, no money out. If I can keep the money in the circle, we gonna do it all just recycle the paper. But damn, bro, you can't feel entitled just because you got a friendship with me or a certain blood relationship.
Yeah.
And then see that we recycling the money over here with these people that I know and been locked in with, and then be like, bro, Man, put me on. Bet. What do you do?
What do you do? And blunt rolling don't count, sir.
And I don't even smoke.
That's what I'm saying. Like, be like, I mean, I can.
This ain't Snoop. Money ain't like that yet.
Oh man.
So I'm like, yeah, bro. Yeah, my partner, he do videos, bet. He do this, bet. He bring real estate deals, bet. My partner, my best friend owns a mortgage company. If I'm going to get a mortgage, I'm refinancing, I'm going to his mortgage company. What can you, bro, put me on? Bro, he just gave me a loan. What do you do? He just gave me a refinance. Can you do that? Cool.
Can you do that?
Take my money then.
Boys ain't even giving advice. Golly, just won't. That's tough.
Yeah, bro. Man, y'all tell y'all story, because y'all story is what's going to sell. If you can think of anything that you buy, there's a story behind it that makes you want it, for the most part, outside of just a necessity like gas. But even people got stories with gas, like even certain products, certain things that I buy that don't even have a personal story behind it. Like I said, with stuff that I tell, how Nike tells personal stories of their athletes and stuff like that, or a clothing brand. We should use JO's joint, for example. There's a personal brand behind it, and they've told their story. If you go on jail, he tells his story. Neo tells, been kicked out of, fired from 10 jobs, kicked out of school, dad in prison since I was blah, blah, blah. JL got his stuff over here, and then you can see his come up and then talking about leadership and running the play and all this stuff. It ain't just a rapper, athlete, entrepreneur. You see successful entrepreneurs, then people gravitated to them because they told their story and then showed their success. So whereas you feel like, oh, I like the message, let me get the product.
Yep.
And it looks straight. So I'm like, even a certain I'm in Kentucky right now. Certain places that I eat here, I eat because it got a personal story attached to it with me.
Yeah, for sure.
I get Indies DoorDash because I was like, man, I remember riding I'd be on the bus and I make a beeline to the Indies, my bike on the front of the bus, take it off, go to the front. Or I'm a young and I'm 16, 17 in the car. I ain't got much money. Indies at the time, if you had $6, you could get you a spicy 6-piece, 3 wedges, and a drink for like $7 or something.
Man.
So I come through the window, and then depending on what time of day it is, I'm just hoping they don't ask me to go to the second window, because there's a window here. Then they may ask you to pull around, and then you got to pull around the building to the second one. But it's in the hood, and some stuff could happen to you when you hitting that back behind the building, because there's a dumpster right there. Somebody could be right there.
Yeah.
And it's a tight knit spot. Like, it remind me of LA, like the Indies drive through remind me of LA, because LA got on little tight parking lots.
Yeah, for sure. Even like the streets in certain neighborhoods, just no bueno. You barely get one car through there.
Or KFC. I eat KFC once every couple months or so, just because it got a sentimental thing with me, a story on, like, I wanted to play Division I basketball. Certain things that happened at the time, the opportunities weren't there. Right. So I was like, I'm gonna create my own opportunity. Said, all right, I'm just not gonna go to school. I'm gonna recruit schools for the whole year. Me and my pops say that First school that offers, we gonna sign, and we gonna get a bucket of KFC to celebrate. We drive from Kentucky to Oklahoma, go to this camp. This dude that invited me to this camp, it was top 50 JUCO camp. He was like, "Man, I know Blake. I thought he was in school. You can get to Oklahoma or Roberts University. You can get to Tulsa, Oklahoma by this date. We'll make him the 51st. 51st. And if he's who I know he is, he'll have at least 15, 20 D1 scholarships by the time the weekend's over." Did what I was supposed to do. He ain't lie. About 15 or 20 of them joints came in quick. But me and my pops made a pact. First one to offer, we going. We gonna get a bucket, and we gonna get a bucket of KFC. And I come straight from the long drive from Kentucky to Tulsa, Oklahoma, straight to the court. It ain't even like a. All right, we gonna rest. We get there the day before rest. Nah, I get out the Cadillac to the court.
It's like man, who was that? I heard a story about how Clyde went somewhere. It was like a long road trip. And he came in and like jumped from the free throw line, like no stretch.
Nah, I ain't do that. See this camp's like end of June. So school start August. So it's like almost July, end of June. The team that I was on was all people that were available for this upcoming season. So it's like a bunch of people that just wasn't on whatever, and I'm on that. So it's like I get out there first game straight out the caddy, and my pops had a busted cylinder in his Cadillac. It blew out black smoke, but when you got on the highway, it blew out white smoke, and you couldn't see it. Man. So we driving all the way. He cashed his check, and we driving. We went out there. I'm all about all in. I guess he was too. That's all he had was his check. I didn't tell him. My mama gave me a couple $100 because I was like, I need something to eat on when I get back, regardless. So I'm keeping I ain't telling mama gave me a couple $100. I told him after the fact, like sometime later, but I'm like, shoot, I might need to go kick it with a little chick or something, or go movies or something. But first game, I get out there, I'm playing basketball. Hit the open man, cut,
no way.
I give the give and go.
No, sir.
or they hit me. It should be a swing for the shot. That's the swing. It wasn't the swing. It was swing shoot. I was like, oh, okay. Y'all, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, this what y'all do. All right, cool. I'm not even a point, bro. I start bringing the ball up. Like, all right, cool.
You gotta do what you gotta do, dog.
Hey.
I did that same thing in Vegas and lost out on a $200,000 deal in Turkey. Trying to play smart. Trying to play good basketball. I walked out the game with 6 points. They was like, nah, we gonna go with buddy.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. Nah, I even that first game, man, it wasn't no 6 points. I still had, I don't know how not to score. What? Somebody else might put me in a position to not to score, but I don't know how not to go score at least double digits.
Yeah.
Like it's not really possible. If I don't, you did that. Like, and I'm all about taking blame, but nah, if I don't score at least 10 points,
yeah, for sure.
Like that ain't you.
Yeah,
you ain't let me play. But each game after that, it was like at least 20. Every game. I'm like, bet. But in between time though, say if there's a break, kids is going to their room, taking naps, going to sleep. I'm going to the caddy. I'm backseat doors open. Man. In Tulsa, Oklahoma in summer. I'm going to the little room where they got sandwiches and stuff. They got little Benny like sub sandwiches and little chips and fruit and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking that and I'm bringing it to the caddy to my pops, so my pops can eat something during the day.
Y'all was getting it out the mud for real.
Hey.
Yeah, for sure.
Then I go, I lay down, I take a nap. I take me a 45-minute nap in the caddy, come back out, drop 20, go grab some little fruit, bring it to.
Man.
And then got one night of a little cheap hotel. And then the second day afterwards, we was gonna go like straight back, like from the court
Mm-hmm.
to the cat and drive back, like no shower, nothing, like, because wasn't nowhere to, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, man, I can do one more night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all right, cool. Got some KFC. So that's why I get, but even me eating KFC
Story.
once every blue moon, it ain't because I want it, it's because it like brings back stuff.
Yeah.
And even before that, KFC, I used to walk to KFC. They used to have a buffet. Like certain KFCs would have buffets.
Mm.
And they used to be like my highlight of my day, summertime. Walk a long walk to KFC. Like a long walk. Just on some kids stuff. I'm middle school, summertime.
Then by the time you get back home, the buffet gone. you done burnt all them calories off by the time you
I had to walk around my bike. And you gotta think too, a KFC buffet, it wasn't much. So if I'm 12, me as a 12-year-old, I might would have like $50 on me or something.
Yeah.
And that went off of me going, well, I would like gamble a little bit, but that would be like off of just saving birthday money or Christmas money and stuff like that. So I'll go KFC. My money can stretch.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, Pops might give you 10 or slide you 20 or something. Like I'm letting this stretch, and then on my way back, there used to be a Walmart close by. In the strip mall, there was a dollar store in the same strip as the Walmart. I'll go there and get a Snapple because they would have these big Snapples for like $1.
Mm. Snapples.
Go get them. Go get a Snapple. Snapple apple throws me off because it tastes just like a red apple.
Snapple apple throw you off because it tastes like you
Have
mad
you,
that
bro?
You mad that it tastes too spot on? I'm confused.
Next time you stop in a gas station or something, just humor me, bro. Get a Snapple apple.
Get a Snapple apple. All right, I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
That's the only Snapple I drink. Not even because I like it, because I don't really buy juices like that no more.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I'm drinking juice, it's really like most like it's a real juice.
Yeah. So
like
you got a Snapple apple store,
like a cold pressed juice.
Yeah, for sure.
Or I like Martinelli's apple juice. Man. Or some Simply, which I know ain't juice, but I don't get like
it is though. I mean, it ain't cold pressed, but it's 100%
lemonade
juice though. Oh, Simply
lemonade.
Oh no,
yeah, lemonade, sugar, water,
like,
lemon.
Yeah. I think they were talking about like OJ is 100%
like grapefruit juice and OJ. Yeah, but that's still juice. But I'm saying like Snapples, Gatorades, Arizonas, Hawaiian Punch, like that type of stuff.
Look, whenever it say made with real fruit juice, I'd be like, oh y'all some bullshit.
But I'm telling you, bro, get a Snapple apple. Get a Snapple apple because it'll mess your head up, bro. Because it tastes just like a red apple. My ex was like, she was like, when you go to the store, bring me back a Snapple apple. And I look at it and I'm like, I'm like, it says it's a red apple. You don't like red apples. And she's like, I know. That's what first got me on them, because I was like, but you don't like red apples, but you want a Snapple apple that tastes like a red apple. And she's like, I know it doesn't make sense because I don't like red apples, but I drink the Snapple apple because it tastes like a red apple.
Yeah, see, I couldn't. That statement alone would make me turn into an a-hole, and then that's gonna turn into us not talking for 3 days, because I'm gonna spend the whole night trying to get her to make that make sense. And my facial expressions are gonna be condescending.
But I got it. I got it though, because I'm not the most fond of them. But when in the rare event I do buy one, I only buy it because I know it's going to taste like a red apple. I would prefer just regular apple juice.
So, okay, so since we're here,
I got some in the kitchen, in the pantry right now, because last time I told you I'm at my mama's house in Kentucky right now, right?
yeah.
One time I came home, this might have been last year, last November. I said something about Snapple apple. She went and brought some. Since I told you I don't drink juices like that, so they still in the pantry. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I might throw one in the refrigerator, a freezer, get it cold real quick, and drink it just to.
So my analytic mind would say, so y'all don't like. It's something.
No, I like apples. I like red.
Okay,
apples.
well maybe.
But she would prefer green, like green apples.
Most people, I ain't gonna say most, but a lot of people, yeah, they prefer the sour over the
or Honey Crisp.
Yeah. Everything else. Cause they got so many apples. You got Honeycrisp, Fuji.
But here's why I got it, because you've never tasted something and not liked it and tasted it again. I feel like everybody has. Just like you smell something that smells bad, and you know it smells bad, but you.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought you were saying like you give it another chance. Like, cause all blueberries ain't sweet.
No, I like my blueberries a little sour.
But you know what I'm saying? Though, like, all fruit has different tastes depending on ripeness, etc. Like, cause Viv like hard tart mango. I like sweet soft. But
I'm saying though, like you've never just, like me. I told you how I was watching P Valley. I knew it got to a point where I did not like the show. I was like, this is some bullshit. What is this? And then I watched the next episode knowing that I was not going to like it.
All I could think about is fill me up, nigga. And you being like, I can't look away.
Nah, that was crazy.
That's why I know this next season, you can't wait for that next season.
Nah, for real. I can't see any way possible that show getting another season. Like, I can't see it. And like, no, I wouldn't. That's just like The Walking Dead. I was like, I could not watch another episode. Like, I will never watch an episode of Walking Dead again. I was like, these people ain't figured it out or died yet. Like, every episode was the same. And I think The Walking Dead still comes on, bro.
I mean, what they gonna
like
do? Cancel it? Put people out of business?
Like everything else. End it. Season 32 of running away from walking zombies. And then, but at the beginning of The Walking Dead, they was like World War Z zombies. They running, they climbing, they opening doors and stuff. And I'm like, oh, they had to change it because the show would have been over quick. Then it just turns into. I'm like, I could have sworn they was chasing the Asian guy, and he climbed up on top of an army tank, and they was climbing up on the tank, and
hey man,
they was running up on the cars, reaching.
We gonna name this episode "Complacency." That's all it means. Got complacent.
Nah, but you've never experienced something that you know that you're not. I feel like people do it all the time.
Yeah, definitely people do it all the time. But
And I'm not saying I don't like the Snapple apples. I just know the only reason I drink them is because it tastes like a red apple, bro. And it just in my head, I'd be like, how the hell did they get this to taste like a red apple?
man,
When anything flavored, just think of anything flavored, juices, candies, whatever, they don't taste like what it says it's flavored like.
yeah,
The strawberry drink don't taste like a strawberry.
at all. I know not. I don't know any strawberry drink that tastes like a strawberry.
Or candy.
Not
Like the
one.
strawberry starburst don't taste like the cherry stuff don't taste like no cherries. The grape stuff don't taste like no grapes.
At all.
But the Snapple apple tastes like a red apple. The mango Snapple don't taste like no mango. The strawberry kiwi don't taste like no strawberry or kiwis.
So your ex that doesn't like red apples, is she just drinking the Snapple apples because she's like giving like, is it just like a kudos purchase? Like, like
Yeah,
kudos.
probably just thinking like how.
Yeah, like kudos to y'all. Kudos.
And it wasn't like she's just got a fridge full of Snapple apples. It would just be every blue month, like, or the way that I am. If I'm grabbing, if it's random for me, like I know I don't grab them, and I grab a Snapple apple, I'm gonna grab two.
Mm.
So a lot of them she drank would just be because I just happened to grab one because I'm like, I see it, I'm like, man, let me grab a Snapple,
Yeah.
and I know I'm about to link with her, so I would just grab another one. So it wasn't like she just weekly request Snapple apple, Snapple apple. But even Snapple, they telling a story in they branding too. Like even though they not telling the story of how they make it the best stuff on earth, like it's still some type of story on the cat or like the Snapple fact.
Yeah.
So it's like one of the things opening the Snapple, and I even remember that story where I told you about the KFC and then going to dollar store to get the Snapple afterwards. Like one of the things, the anticipation of me going was like, I wonder what the fat's gonna be.
Mm.
So, y'all, look, I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about right now. I hope y'all got something from this episode. I went somewhere with it. Moral of the story: tell your story. Tell your story, y'all. For real. Because that story and that struggle that you're wanting to keep a secret and not because you don't want anybody to see your battle wounds and your scars. That's what's going to change stuff for you. Because there's more wounded people in the world than people that have not gone through any battle at all. There's more people than you all will realize that are in your position and under your position than people that are above your position. And that stories is what's gonna resonate with them and get them to tap in with you and get them to and build your brand and build your impact and build your influence along with your income. That story, and then it's like, and then once you do start to achieve some stuff, don't forget that aspect of it, because then you can move with a different sense of power. There's a book by Damon John called The Power of Broke. Damon John, if y'all don't know, he's on Shark Tank, creator of Fubu. Does Damon John own Shopify? Or did he sell it? But think of Shopify, that's Damon John too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's something behind Shopify. Either funded it or helped one of the partners to get it up or something. I don't know if he exited or not, but he got a book called The Power of Broke, and the whole book is just telling stories of different people, and they come up stories. Like he's interviewing people, asking people stuff. So you got like Rob Deerdeck, for example. If you remember Robin B,
Yeah, for sure.
skateboarder. Like Rob Deerdeck tells his story and like how he's telling how he got into his first skate tournament, like finessed it. He's like he used the power broke because a lot of people they don't realize that you not having money is a power. A lot of people they use them not having money as an excuse. But when you don't have money, then you have to really get creative and utilize every single resource that you possibly have because you don't have any money. So then what happens when you do get the money? If you still got that resourcefulness and use the power of broke, you're gonna be a whole different beast out here. Because now you got the money and the creativity. Versus a lot of people, they just got money and they just throw money at everything until something sticks. Versus having that power of broke. And remember when you were a have-not, and now you are a have with money with that same mentality as the have-nots. Out of here, buddy. And then you don't forget that either, because that's something else like that I say. You wanna train for war. You want to train for war in times of peace, so you don't bleed in times of war. So it's like even when you do become somebody that has something, if you still can remember when you were a have-not and when you didn't have it, and all that creativity that you had to use as far as using every single possible resource when you had no money. If you still use that when you got the money, you ain't gonna bleed. Or even if it does come to a point where it's like you may have to, it's like you ain't gonna trip because you prepared for it. That's why you like Batman and Bane, The Dark Knight Rises. That's why Batman was out there getting his ass whooped at first. Because during the times of peace, he wasn't training. So you gonna bleed when that war comes.
It doesn't matter what our plan is.
Yeah. But you prepare for the war during the times of peace. I ain't saying you ain't gonna bleed, but you ain't gonna bleed as much. So yeah, go ahead and join this crowd at the top community. Come join a group of hundreds of entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs and get training from myself and other 6, 7, and 8-figure entrepreneurs for less than $1 a day. Plus, you get 4 months free if you sign up for a year. So text the words "I'm in" to 859-605-3297.